I can no longer remember the number of mountains I have encountered in my life. In my eyes, each mountain on the right bank of the Arxan River shines like a star on the Earth's surface. In spring and summer, these stars are green. In autumn, they turn to a rich golden hue, and by winter, they gleam in silver white. I love them all. Each has its own character and form, as varied as people. Some mountains are low and rounded, resembling inverted clay pots. Others are graceful and tall, forming a line that resembles the beautiful antlers of a reindeer. To me, the trees upon these mountains are like clusters of flesh and blood, intertwined and inseparable. This is a passage from Ci Zhijian's novel, The Last Quarter of the Moon, capturing an elder's deep love and reverence for the forests and mountains of the greater Xin'an range. With anticipation for the mountains, we've arrived at Arxan City, in Inner Mongolia's Xin'an League.
找一找这小火车站在哪儿了？哇，它这花长这么高，这花长得太高了，这花长得比我都高。有一个医院，这就是阿尔山的火车站了。哦，这卖好多干货。狗狗。哦，这个就是。
One of Arxan's unique landmark is Arxan train station, often referred to as one of the smallest train stations in China. Built in 1937, this two-story structure has a low-pitched roof and a Japanese architectural style, constructed from brick, granite, and reinforced concrete. Despite its modest size, the ticket office and waiting room cover only about 20 square meters. The station still retains the original interior design from over 80 years ago and continues to operate as a functional train station today.
当年日本留下了火车站的，这边还能看到绿皮车。哇，我都好久没见过绿皮车了，这还能看到绿皮车。看起来还没开，没有什么人。有一个 ticket office， 现在还，你看那里面走的还是绿皮火车，
太袖珍了啊！太袖珍了，
就好小啊，比现在的那个公车站还小。现在没有什么人，今天可能没有什么火车。啊，你看它售票时间。9点到9点半，12点40到14点，15点30到17点，就这点时间售票。
对，他就这点时间有车呗，无所谓。
对。
你看，哎，列车时间表吧，这个沈阳到阿尔山，白城到阿尔山，阿尔山到就是两个对开的。
大就是得先坐飞机，全国各地飞沈阳，然后再从沈阳，到阿尔山，而且都是绿皮车。
对对。完了就是完了，阿尔山再回沈阳，完了白城
就这几个车道，
就是2趟车来回。
哎，就这几个车，挺有意思。
Reluctantly, we left Arxan city. This clean, distinctive little town left a deep impression on us. If we get the chance to return, we'll definitely spend more time here to enjoy the relaxed rhythm of life in this border city.
驼峰岭天池，这里是有熊出没吗？
Arxan may not be among the most famous peaks in China's landscape. Its remote location has kept it somewhat unknown compared to mountains celebrated in Chinese poetry and literature. Yet for Mongolians, Arxan is regarded as a sacred mountain blessed with sweet water. Legend has it that on the eve of battle, Genghis Khan and his troops were miraculously cured of stomach ailments by drinking from the mountain's spring. Overcome with gratitude, Genghis Khan called out, "Arxan, Arxan," which in Mongolian means Holy Spring. Walking among Arxan's majestic mountains reveals its ancient and magical volcanic landscape. Millions of years ago, volcanic eruptions and magma flows shaped this land. As tectonic movements such as folding, faulting, and uplift helped to sculpt Arxan's unique terrain. The area's mineral-rich springs, renowned for their healing properties, are a product of these geological transformations.
天池，阿尔山。
The National Forest Park is filled with volcanic relics, among which Tuofeng Ling Tianchi, or Hot Ridge Heavenly Lake, stands at an altitude of 1,300 meters. It's the largest and deepest crater lake in Arxan's collection of Tianchi lakes, formed when water poured in a volcanic crater. Encircled by undulating peaks that resemble a resting camel, the lake has earned its name. But from above, the lake's shape looks more like a left footprint. Had ancient people had this vantage point, they might have named it Bigfoot Lake instead. The forest's ecosystem feels untouched, and the animals here are surprisingly friendly. Rather than scurrying away, they approach curiously, which amazed me.
你上来了，我怕你上到我身上来。你别，我不是树啊，宝宝。你老跟着我干嘛？我绿的是吗？我绿的是吗？你在这儿玩挺嗨呀、哦，难怪他跟人这么亲。吃点面包了什么的。难怪我们见到小松鼠都往人身上窜啊！太可爱了。
It wasn't until I saw a staff lounging on the trail, casually feeding squirrels and birds, that I realized why these animals are so comfortable around humans.
人和动物和谐相处
啊，太可爱了！
哎呀，两个小手还知道
啊，掰着呢！哎呦，这吃得饱饱的。啊哈哈，这满地的瓜子壳给它磕的，你看看，
太厉害了，自己就能磕开。
Arxan is also the source of the Hulunbuir River, known locally as the unfrozen river because it never freezes, even in winter. The river's warmth is due to geothermal activity nearby, and the riverbed is insulated by heated rocks, allowing aquatic plants to grow year-round. This serves as a natural pasture for livestock like cattle and sheep, earning the river the nickname Water Meadow. At dawn, mist shrouds the river, and early rising birds dance above the water. with water plants and birds adorning the misty scene. The sight resembles a traditional Chinese ink painting. Upstream, the river dives underground before re-emerging in a canyon called Santan Gorge, featuring 3 unique pools carved by the rapid flow. The lowest pool, Yuexing Pool, is known for its swift currents that echo pleasantly as the water strikes volcanic rocks, creating a harmonious melody. Standing at the water's edge, the sound of the rushing river is mesmerizing. Hushi Pool, further upstream as deeper, calmer waters. Here, the cliffs display cracks and markings resembling a tiger's stripes, inspiring its name, Tiger Rock Pool.
哇，这真的像老虎的纹路哎！哦，像老虎背。
At the top of the gorge lies a rock formation resembling a resting ox drinking from the river. Can you spot it?
我觉得那棵断了的树是脚，哎，这样看像一个牛在水里面喝水。应该这个是小脚，牛角。
Walking through the gorge, the path is flanked by steep mountains on one side, and a basalt lava plateau on the other, dotted with exotic flora. The volcanic rock covering the valley floor makes the landscape both wild and majestic. This mountain is rich not only in scenic beauty, but also in food and in the warm-hearted people who have long called it home. We stayed in one of the liveliest guest houses here, where the welcoming owner, a woman with the classic northeastern warmth, treated us to a generous array of local delicacies and drinks, all on the house. Even as she shared stories of the challenges of running a business, her hospitality was unwavering.
他们有的给我差评，今日我都犯不上，我一个差评我100个好评，我真不管。我对的可好了。
你还是得继续干下去。这些服务员能挣着钱，也是因为你在开这些，大家才能，他们才对呀，他们才能赚着钱。
太不好意思了。
谢谢老板，谢谢老板，谢谢老板。
Though we kept thanking her, I knew that this was her way of connecting with friends, sincere and warm-hearted.
谢谢。现在是晚上8点。我们决定去拍星空。
This is our final stop on the journey, and tomorrow we'll set off on our way back. But before we go, there's one last thing I want to capture on this mountain: the starlit skies of Arxan.
看不着我吧？漆黑一片的夜晚，在这儿拍星空呢。到时候看看拍出来是啥景色。反正太黑了，已经看不到我了。能看到吗？看不到。
2 hours later.
This is the 6-second shot of the Milky Way, earned by standing out in the cold atop a mountain for over 2 hours. What a perfect way to conclude this journey. Over these 8 days, Hulunbuir has left me with profound, beautiful memories. From its endless grasslands, winding rivers, lush forests, and herds of strong cattle and sheep, to the warmth of its people, all of these treasures are what breathe boundless life into this land, growing stronger through the centuries. If I ever get the chance, I'd love to return here, staying longer in one place, experiencing Hulunbuir in different seasons, and hearing even more stories from the spirited and open-hearted people here.